Hey, what's up, everybody? Obviously, the RLCS offseason has been kind of boring, and a lot of us have been waiting. What the heck is coming up next? There's been rumors of multiple tournaments, a $50,000 European Invitational, and I mentioned a couple weeks ago about how Dazerin, one of the community figures, RLCS commentator, host of First Touch podcast with Rocket, guy's busy, is putting on another community tournament called Wavedash, $20,000 tournament sponsored by Psyonix. It's got some fun assets to it. And in today's video, we're going to break it down, but rather than me talking about it, I figured we get Dazerin to come talk about it. So let's do that. Hey, what's up, everybody? I kind of talked about it, obviously, in the intro, but it's better than me talking about it if we can have the person who's actually coordinating and putting on and doing all these other projects talk about it himself. We got the one and only Dazerin. I don't know how you have time to do things between First Touch and all the traveling and visiting the boys down south. You're a busy man.
Yeah, I think so. But you know, it's so weird. Everything lines up perfectly, and this tournament kind of fell into the plans. It was right when I was getting bored. There's a little time where I was like, I need to do something. So, you know, we ended up pitching this to Psyonix. They gave us the approval, and we're running it.
Yeah, it's awesome because for those that don't know, obviously, last year, like 2020, during the offseason, a bunch of community figures, myself, you, Lethamir, and others all got the ability to kind of craft our own tournament. So let's touch on that. Obviously, it's called Wavedash. Beautiful name. Phenomenal graphics, as always. Intro video, which you guys probably saw at the beginning, put on by Cat Steps, who I actually use for the Brawl as well. We've got J-Ski doing all the graphics as always because the man's absolutely cracked. You should be well aware of the people involved with this, and I mean, it's Dazerin. He's on your screen. You should know who this is. If you don't, his socials are down below. Go show him love. But Wavedash, man, how is this different from things you've done in the past? What makes this one unique? I mean, Johnny Boy always does these crazy weird things, but we haven't seen any of that for North America. How are you going to redeem yourself after going 0-6, Dazerin? I need to know. Oh,
God. I don't know why you brought that up. See, can we like...
I can't, man. I had to.
You know what? It's fine. Well, you know, I think the first way I'm redeeming myself is making it all NA tournament. So we know NA's going to win something there. So there is that. But also, you know, one of the biggest things about this is that, you know, I really enjoy what Covert did in terms of the graphics, how that looked. The production was great on that. I told myself, and I told everybody, because people were always asking me to do another event, I wouldn't do another event unless it was going to be better. And I think that this one does that. We have a $20,000 prize pool. It's top heavy with 10,000 going to first, 5K going to second, 3K going to third, 1K going to fourth, and then we also have a $1,000 MVP award for the end of this. So that's one thing. Two, I feel like J-Ski also had that kind of same idea when coming out with the graphics. If you look at it, he's going for this like light leak style that is very different. And also, you know, of course, big shout out to Cat Steps because he was able to implement that into the video, which, you know, looks great. And that same theme that you see in that intro is also the same thing you're going to see throughout the entire tournament. The graphics are looking amazing as, you know, more and more stuff comes in every day. So, I mean, we have a much bigger prize pool. It was 9K for Covert, 20K for this. We have like graphics that are looking great. Everything is coming together, and we have some good teams playing in it too, of course.
Yeah, I've been talking about that. So the format itself, for those that don't know, is actually in multiple stages. There's a qualifier, and then there's a main event. Do you want to talk about the qualifier first?
Yeah, so it's a 128 team cap WLM open qualifier. That'll be on the 8th. That qualifier will take 8 teams, and those 8 teams will advance to the closed qualifier. We're going to have 8 invited teams that will also be in that closed qualifier. And you know what? I can tell you. I'll tell you.
Always going to leak it? Let's go.
Yeah. Now, that being said, this video has to come out before we finish the announcement graphic, so we'll see whether it's a leak or not. But our invited teams to the closed quals are Alpine, Xset, Sonics, E United, Pittsburgh Knights, Oxygen, Charlotte Phoenix, and RBG Esports. Our invited team now, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Those are going to be the 8 teams that are in the closed qual. So the open qual teams.
So to summarize, you have an open qualifier, and that's anybody in North America. Can South America compete in that as well?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, good. I need to see this new Furia team compete. desperately.
Oh, okay.
I need that because they look so good with Jan. So you have an open qualifier. Anybody in North America, Canada, etc., South America as well?
Actually, no registration is open to all North American residents. Let me double check on Sam. I'll double check. But we are going to have a SAM team that will be playing in there, or a former SAM team that will be playing in there, and that leads us to our next
okay. So we know who it is. Got it. Cool. So open qualifier, 128 teams. They all play and kind of whittle down until you get the top 8. Those will then go against the 8 invited in the closed qualifier you just mentioned, the Alpines, the Oxygens, etc.
Right.
Okay. Out of that, how many advance?
8 teams from that advance.
Okay. So we have half, then half again, and now we get into the main event. What's the main event?
So the main event is a 3-stage event. We have a Swiss format, 16-team Swiss format, and of course 3 in, 3 out. All matches are going to be best of 5s, and then the top 8 from that move on to stage 2, which is a knockout gauntlet. This one's definitely a little bit more complicated, and I'm definitely reading off a sheet when I read this because it is. So stage 2 is the knockout gauntlet. 2 groups of 4 teams, so 8 total, will play in a modified page playoff. This is pretty much the same as the RLCSX spring split knockout gauntlet, for example.
Better you perform in the Swiss style, the further you are in the bracket, guaranteed, 1, 2 get a bye, etc. Got it.
Right. Seeds 1 and 2, you only have to win 1 match to advance. Upon first loss, we'll play the winner of seeds 3 and 4 to advance to stage 3. The winner of seeds 3 and 4 will play, obviously, the losers for that match too as well. Any loss will eliminate seeds 3 and 4. All matches are best of 7 on that day.
Okay, good.
And then we go to stage 3. It's playoffs. This is top 4. So 4 teams that advance from stage 2 will play in a double elimination bracket where all the games are best of 7.
Okay. There is no excuse for any teams that lose. That is the best part. You have basically hit every type of format. And at the end, even though I personally hate double elim, out of curiosity for the double elimination for the final day, bracket reset, game advantage, what are you doing?
Bracket reset.
I mean, I get it. It's hype.
Yeah.
We know how that goes. We know how that goes. That's sick, man. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, there's a lot of matches being played. This is all over the course of 5 days, September 7th to the 12th.
Yeah. Registration closes on the 7th. Open quals are the 8th, and then the 12th is obviously the last day.
So reading of the schedule, registration is open right now. So if anybody is watching this and wants to go sign up, do so. Links to all this match page and everything will be down below. Registration then closes, like you said, on the 7th. Matches then start on the 8th, and then you just go hard for 5 days.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's wild, bro. I'm looking forward to it. 20 grand, lion's share, 10K to the first place. That is fantastic. And I'm glad that obviously you're sponsoring with Psyonix. Hopefully they hit you with that in-game button. You make things happen. I'm sure you guys will do some fun and exciting things that you're not going to tell me about. Is there any way I can twist your arm about maybe possibly some of the invited teams?
For the main event?
For the main event. Okay, True Neutrals won. I mean, yeah, we got that.
Yeah. So, main event teams. Yeah, I can give them to you. I can give them to you. So, we have G2 Esports, NRG, Space Station, Envy, Version 1, Rebellion. Who do we say? True Neutral. And there's something going on with Rogue and FaZe right now, so we're looking to see what happens with that. So
that's fair.
That's going to be the last. Whatever happens with that, one of those teams will take like the last spot.
Okay. So for those that don't watch my videos, shame on you. You should know exactly what he's implying. There is some things in the works. I've talked about it at length. The nice thing, though, from what I'm hearing, is you are basically taking the literal best of the best, and it is going to be the first showcase of the new iterations of these rosters. It is something we have not gotten to see yet. We've seen countries compete alongside each other, but we have yet to see what RLCS 11 is going to look like for North America. We haven't. And that's why everybody should be hyped about this event. I think it's why you're probably so excited about it, not only because it's a lot of hard work coming to fruition, but you also get to showcase the best Rocket League in North America for the first time, because we haven't seen it this offseason, which I'm ecstatic about. Your own personal opinion. I know you're an analyst. I know you do this stuff professionally. Do you have a clear favorite? Do you have a team that you're just like, I know where your bias lies. Mm-hmm. I know where the grid used to go. So I understand how that works a little bit, but is there anybody outside of NRG that you're thinking? Also, what's up, Buster? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, right. little dog. Yeah, you're right. Besides NRG, I mean, I've talked to Reynolds a lot while this tournament's been being made. He's very confident about it. I'd love to see, SSG do well in an event, of course. I think it'd kind of be fitting. Covert was an NRG SSG final. If this one was the same, that would be, really ideal. But also, there's a big chance that neither of those teams make it. You talked about it yourself. Lots of rumors are going around, lots of different teams coming out with, different rosters. I want to see what happens. I want to see what these teams do. And this gives us the perfect chance to see that. So I'm really excited to get all those teams in. But, also too, I definitely want to give a shout out to the people who I've been working with behind the scenes. These guys and girls have been putting in so much work to make this happen. I mean, I have been working closely with Sky. I don't know if you know her. She works with Call of Duty a lot. And she's just been the best help I think I've had ever when I was making an event. Her, Badgie's doing some of the TL stuff, Jasher, Tiny Terry, all these guys are putting in so much work. Of course, J-Ski, Gummer in production, and of course some of the talent that are going to be involved too. It's a lot of planning over the last month coming together, and I think a lot of people will be really happy with what we see.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Plus, we get to watch True Neutral in action.
True.
Guaranteed top 6 matches, man. Give it to me. Inject that into my veins, man. Last but not least, obviously, we're focusing a lot on the actual competitive side of things, but there's also a second edition to this as well for content creators, for people that obviously produce content. Rocket League more so specific, but it's not necessarily the exact focus. If you want to kind of explain that competition, I guess that's going to be happening in the middle of the tournament from the sounds of it.
Yeah, so the way this is working is I announced a week before I announced the actual tournament, I announced the Wavedash content creator contest. This contest serves to answer a question of what is another way we can get content creators involved in a major tournament production besides having them actually play in the game. Over the course of the offseason, we've seen content creators play with pros, and sometimes that doesn't go so well because one content creator is musty and the other one is sunless. No disrespect, sunless.
Or, you get Supersonic, who's got 2 pros and I've only got 1. It's, what are you going to do?
Right. So as much as people love looking at these content creators and watching them and playing, and we have events like Twitch Rivals and things like that, I want you to do something different, of course. So I was thinking, what's a way to showcase content creators? And it was this contest. And so the way I thought about it was, in between tournaments, we have breaks where, usually the pre-roll ads come on and most people get up as they get ready for the next match or something like that. But instead of having pre-roll ads where we look at a Nvidia ad or Coke ad or whatever, we have a ad for, Nido Queen or Kaylee or Asphira, any of the content creators throughout the scene get to show who they are, or just have like an entertaining ad. And then it keeps the viewers like, wait, oh, there's actually something else going on here, while also showcasing these creators and what they do to a large audience. I mean, that's obviously assuming that the tournament gets a large audience. I would hope it does. But that's all that's the point behind it. So it works as a way of just a huge interconnectivity between the creators, them being able to showcase what they are for a prize pool, but also them being able to get new viewership while also making us have entertaining ad breaks at the same time.
I can't say how much I appreciate that concept. I mean, you've seen a lot of the projects I work on and things that I'm involved in. I always try to, in some capacity, include a community, letter, mailbox, feedback, something, a way where we can showcase that. And I've been lucky that I've been able to do that with Sportsnet and do a full dedicated segment on TV of the guy that made the animation of Jorby's flowing hair and Wavepunk and Shogun cast and a cheese and all that stuff. I think his name's Kogert or something like that, or it's something along those lines. But it's being able to showcase that stuff to a larger audience rather than just hoping algorithm hits. I think it's underappreciated, and the fact that you're doing a competition for it in the middle of your tournament instead of your typical break plate, let's count down from 10 and put music on for Monster Cat. Like I love the uniqueness to it. So Dazerin, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the time, as well as just, again, massive round of applause for all the things you're accomplishing lately, man. It's awesome to see the hard work really paying off, dude. But again, thank you for the time. Appreciate you sitting down talking about the tournament. Again, to everybody who's watching, links to all of Dazerin's stuff can be found in the description, as well as links to the tournament, the sign up page, the content creation contest. Everything you need to know about this tournament will be listed down below, or just go stalk Dazerin's Twitter because it's all there too. It makes it pretty easy. Either way, Dazerin, I'll give you the final words, but seriously, thank you. But advocate your butt off. You deserve nothing but the best.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like I said, big shout out to the staff who are all working on this product. Like, there's no amount of words that can show my appreciation more. We're still working hard. We're working hard even as we speak. This video is being recorded on Wednesday, and we're gonna like knock out a whole bunch of different stuff before Friday hits. And you know, like I just really appreciate those guys, and we'll make sure that those guys are shown in the tournament as well. Everybody's been putting in a lot of hard work. On top of that, of course, if content creators, if you still have more questions, my DMs are open. I've been talking to you guys and your agents all week long. I'm more than happy to clear up any confusion. But hurry up and get those submissions in, because I think when I made a tweet the other day, I only had one in. I have two now, and more people I know are
pretty good odds, man.
And created contests. But the way this prize pool works, 5K to first place, 3K to second, and 1K to third and fourth. So you want to make sure you're getting in that top 4 category. Obviously, we're going to judge the most entertaining ads. So be sure to get those submissions in, because you don't want to miss out on a chance. Trust me, there's still a chance for anybody, even as when this video goes out, for you guys to at least showcase your stuff. Because even if you don't win, we'll still put you up on screen. So don't worry about that at all. And of course,
promotion,
Lawler,
man. It's free promotion. Yeah. It's you just got to put in the effort, and I think a lot of people get deterred by that. But you never know what it could lead to. Maybe your video pops off, you make a bunch of money, and then all of a sudden you use that to kickstart. Like, yeah, possibilities are endless. Dazerin out here offering things to the community, man. I greatly appreciate it. But Dazerin, thank you for taking the time. Again, links to all of his socials and stuff down below. Go stalk the heck out of him, in a nice way. Dazerin, appreciate it.
Thank you, Lawler. Thank you.
Again, everybody, Dazerin's Wavedash will be going on this weekend coming up. If you guys want to make sure you stay up to date on all things Rocket League, especially for Wavedash, links to everything down below in the description, as I mentioned numerous times, along with Dazerin's socials, if you want to stay up to date on the latest updates in regards to what he's talking about. Also, if you guys enjoy this esports content and these types of interviews, make sure you guys like the video, share it with your friends, leave comments down below with any questions, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.